Tammy and Chris's story is everything. It was a love story, it was a cautionary tale, it was a success story, it was a failure story.
High school sweethearts Chris Candido and Tammy Sitch soared to wrestling stardom, fueled by their talent, ambition, and devotion to one another.
I went from seeing Chris and Tammy backstage to seeing them as two of the biggest stars.
But as Tammy's star rose higher and brighter than Chris's, the bond between the young lovers was put to the test.
Tammy was the first female internet sensation in professional wrestling.
And when she came onto the scene, she took all of the attention away from him.
Hi, I'm Skip.
And I'm Sunny, and we're the Body Donnas.
At that time, a lot of people in WWE were vocations. They were Mounties, they were IRS agents, they were repo men.
I love my job.
They made them fitness gurus, the Body Donnas. Chris was the young, jacked guy that would work out, and she was the pretty girl that would exercise along with him.
Come on, get up and work.
He would have been much more comfortable being himself, but I think he just thought of it as a rite of passage. See where it goes, and it went. I mean, they won the tag titles.
Oh, no. Slap drop. What is that? Did you just see what Phineas? Wait a minute, 3 down.
When they added the tag partner and they made Tom Pritchard, who had, long curly hair that he was a big fan of, shave his head, and I'm like, they should have just called me. It's like I had the hair already. I could have been Zip, yeah. Although in hindsight, being 2020, thank God they didn't.
It sucked. It was horrible. It was the worst goddamn time of my life.
It was rot. It was a rotten gimmick. And that's what got Chris Candido off on the wrong foot with the fans in the WWF, is they saw this as preliminary foolishness. And they weren't mad at Tammy anymore because she wasn't this bitchy heel manager. She was this girl doing jumping jacks, and she's pretty, so they started loving her.
She was amazing on the mic. She was amazing as a manager. She was amazing at any damn thing in the business that you could possibly ask of her.
Oh!
She was, back in the day, the most downloaded female on AOL. She was gorgeous. She had it all.
Viewer discretion is advised.
She went from a 19-year-old kid to a 24-year-old sex symbol.
I think it timed well with, the explosion of the internet, and all of a sudden it's, everyone's downloading sexy pictures of attractive women.
Hit it, boys!
And Tammy was just hitting at the right time as this new sex symbol character on wrestling television. And there was a lot of teenage or younger boys that thought that was a pretty damn good thing.
In the beginning, a lot of people liked Tammy because she could come across as very charming. But once you got to know her, you understood that was just a front. And Tammy was all about Tammy.
I had heard Tammy was divisive. I always liked Tammy. I understood she was ambitious. That's not a negative, but it can be if you're a woman in a man's business.
Tammy skyrockets to fame as one of the first female megastars in the WWF, but her rise to the top is plagued by a culture of drugs and alcohol. Soon, she's caught up in the hard partying lifestyle.
Well, at the time that Tammy and Shawn Michaels started their liaison, I didn't know about it originally. Most people didn't. Then the rumors started circulating, and then it started to become more of an out-in-the-open thing.
She's mesmerized by Shawn Michaels. Will she come into the ring?
In the mid-90s, Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, was the top star in the WWF. He was the champion. He defeated Bret Hart in 1996 at WrestleMania and carried the belt through the end of 1997. I think Michaels did it because he could, and he could get away with it.
I'm feeling awfully randy. You know that? Can you feel it? You want to feel me?
I can feel it.
All right.
Did Chris find out about Shawn and Tammy? I don't know if he actually caught him red-handed, but how could you not know is my point.
Of course he knew. Everybody knew. I have to believe that he knew it and just could not accept it. She was a little girl that just wanted to be loved, and, you know, being loved by the top guy felt a whole lot better than being loved by, you know, her boyfriend that was down here, I assume.
If Shawn Michaels hadn't been Shawn Michaels and he got sideways with Chris Candido would have broke him in 15 pieces and shoved him up his own ass. But Chris wasn't going to do that because Michaels is a big star. This is Chris's dream to work for the biggest promotion. He took it and he internalized it, I think.
My brother and Tammy had an altercation in a hotel. It was too much. I couldn't watch my brother get treated like that, so I grabbed him, I threw him out of the room into the hallway. He's trying to fight to get back in. I'm not letting him. I'm like, dude, let's get in the car and let's get the out of here. And he's like, I can't do that, dude. And he's like, dude, I brought her into this business. It's my responsibility to take care of her. I'm like, that's bullshit, dude. Like, let's get the fuck out of here. And he's like, I can't do it.
We were together it was almost the 7-year mark. And it was like, I had the itch, you know what I mean? I was kind of tired of being in the same thing. And so we split up for a little while, and that's when I was seeing Shawn. Nothing was ever talked about, nothing was ever brought up. That's why, like to this day, I always wonder, did he know everything? Did he not know? If he knew, he just loved me so much, he just ignored it. You know what I mean? I would love to know, but I'll never know.